Welcome to the Pelican Brief with your host, David Tapp.
Welcome to the Pelican Brief. I am your host, David Tapman, and this is week one wrap of the 2023 regular session of the Louisiana Legislature. So we kicked the week off with Governor John Bel Edwards making his eighth and final State of the State address to kick off the regular session. A few highlights from his speech. The governor talked about the fact that the state has $1.6 billion in excess funds. He also urged pay raise for teachers, law enforcement, and first responders. He talked about a $50 million investment in early childhood education. He also urged legislators to support legislation to ban the use of the death penalty. He talked about adding exceptions to our abortion laws for rape and incest. And he also highlighted some of the challenges and some of the work that we'll have to do in the property insurance markets. And then he talked also about equal pay and minimum wage. That was the first week of session, so not all of the committees meet, but there was a couple of larger bills that came out this week. The House Commerce Committee kicked off the week rolling, so they had some significant bills in committee. House Bill 77 by Representative Lori Schlegel out of Metairie, which would provide for Attorney General investigations for publishers and distributors of material harmful to minors. House Bill 341 by Representative Davis out of Baton Rouge, which provides for event ticketing. This bill would ensure that a person who buys a ticket to a live event owns it and controls the use of it, and that ticket sellers can't place undue restrictions on them. And then another bill by House Bill 398 by Representative Romero, which provides for persons being transported offshore by aircraft wear life jackets equipped with personal locator beacons. So that was the legislative activity. There was some other political news this week. We learned that Louisiana Secretary of State Kyle Ardoin would not be seeking re-election. We learned shortly after that House Speaker Clay Scheck-Snyder would be seeking that position. There are two other announced candidates in that race, Public Service Commissioner Mike Francis and grocery store owner Brandon Trosclair. So that it was another development politically. Also, we lost a Louisiana legend this week with the passing of Richard Ayoub. Richard Ayoub was a great leader of our state. He served as the district attorney in Calcasieu Parish for a while. He was the former Louisiana Attorney General and most recently the Commissioner of Conservation. Richard was a good man and a great leader, and he will be missed. So next week, what do we expect? Well, it's the first full week of session. And so House Appropriations and Senate Finance will continue to meet to review the budget. The Ways and Means Committee has a very heavy schedule. They meet Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to consider a number of tax exemptions, the most significant of which is the extension of the motion picture investor tax program. This program generates over $1 billion in economic investment in Louisiana and thousands of high-quality, high-paying jobs. So it'll be an important bill that'll be in the House Ways and Means Committee on Tuesday. There are other committees meeting. I'm kind of highlighting the major issues that are being discussed in Baton Rouge. So the House Insurance Committee will meet on Thursday and take up the package of bills on insurance reforms that are part of fixing the major problems that we're facing in Louisiana relative to our homeowners' insurance crisis. And then also on Thursday, the House Health and Welfare Committee will meet to discuss the regulation of hemp products. So there's a lot going on, and it happens very quickly. So wanted to share with you some resources that are out there that you should be aware of. If you're not, you really need to go in and favorite these things on your website, highlight them on your mobile phone. But one of the best resources for following what is going on at the Louisiana State Capitol is the Louisiana Legislative website. It's one of the best in the country. It's been rated that way. That website is www.legis.la.gov. And I'm going to do it again, put it on the screen. But for our podcast listeners, it's www.legis.la.gov. You can do pretty much anything on there. In fact, you can set up an account and track up to 5 bills if you would like. You'll see that in the top right-hand corner when you're on the website. You can watch the process live. You can go to archived videos. You can see agendas. You can learn about legislators. It's just an incredible resource. There is a new addition to access legislative activities this year. There's an app. You know how they say there's an app for that? So go to the App Store and type in LALEGE. And you'll see the app on your screen. You can download that app, and it's a great resource. It allows you to do most of what you can do on the web, but it's designed for your phone. So it's really going to be, I think, a lot easier to use when you're using a mobile device. So that's how you keep up to date on what's going on in the legislative session. Another way is to make sure that you are subscribed to the Pelican Brief. So don't forget to follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our handle is at Pelican Brief 225. That's at Pelican Brief 225. You're going to want to do that because we're going to try some new things on our social media platforms that we haven't done in the past, which is some live reporting from the Capitol. So you won't want to miss that. Remember that we're available on all the major podcasting platforms. So please like, subscribe, and share. And that is this edition of the Pelican Brief. We'll see you next time.
The Pelican Brief is an off-script production.